What is up, ladies and gents? How's it going? I hope you're doing very well indeed. This is myself, Matty Tomato. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, and welcome back to some more FIFA 13 career mode here with Hearts. We have officially, well, in terms of points, we cannot be caught at the top of the league. We have won the Scottish Premier League. Not really much in the way of fanfare when it came to it, but yeah, we have won the Scottish Premier League. And we've got 2 more games in the league left before the 2 cup finals that we've got to play. So, first one is away to Motherwell, and that's the game we're going to play next. So, we're going to play most of the reserve team for this. The only issue, of course, is 2 of the players who are normally in the reserve team are currently out injured for the rest of the season. So we might have to do a little bit of squad rotation. So, let's see. We want most... so, Webster... Toft, but I think Duffy needs to be on the bench. McGowan needs to start. Lukaku, who's a bit tired, but hopefully we'll be okay. We'll put Granger on the bench actually. Yeah, see, a few of these players are tired because they have played recently. Kadri can start, that's fine. Templeton, yeah, it's not really going to be the reserve team, is it? Armenteros, we'll try and get as much of these players in as possible. Chumachero and Tawil are probably going to have to play here. Because we don't really have anybody else available. Azogue is pretty tired, so... yeah, it's not great. Luckily, there's a fair amount of rest between some games, so we should be alright. Okay, sure. We'll sort of have to go with a mix here. Unfortunately, we don't have... there's not enough, because we've got a couple of players out hurt, so we can't really rotate as heavily as we would like, so... So yeah, last time we played here, it was the ridiculous game of we went 3-1 down after an hour with 10 men, and we came back and won 4-3, which is the most epic game of FIFA 13 I think I've ever played, and is probably the most memorable game of the season, actually. Followed in second place by that 4-1 thrashing of Liverpool. So yeah, let's see how we go in this one. We'll see whether it's any as just as entertaining or not. Cool. Okay, right, here we go. Of course, we are league champions here, so you know what? We can party, we can relax. I think initially, really, we just want to make sure that maybe like no one else gets hurt. So maybe we do want to play at a slightly slower pace. I think maybe going in for too many aggressive challenges and stuff like that is probably not a good idea. Going up for too many headers, so maybe we try and keep the ball on the floor as much as possible.
Well executed.
Oh, I was just looking for the turn in there. So it might mean that these 2 games are... so this one here and then the one against Celtic at home, maybe not quite so entertaining. Because we just want to make sure that people don't get hurt. That was a nice little dummy, actually. I'm going to take that ball away from you anyway, but... yeah, so in terms of entertainment, maybe not so much. Also, I want to make sure that players stay fresh as well. That's another key bit, because we have got a couple of injuries that I don't really want to add to, but also, like, we can't rotate the team quite so heavily. Ooh, I was thinking about a shot there. Tawil! Oh.
Good ball. And here's the shot. Well defended. Got his body there.
Yeah, so we'll see how we go. Good work from Armenteros.
They must have. And as a defender, you think you've got
He's been a good loan signing. Him and Velotti have been excellent, actually. They're the two loan signings from either side of Milan, of course. I say side of Milan, they're both playing the same stadium, don't they? Sutton. Oh, what a goal. Fantastic. Excellent goal. Sutton's been a really good stand-in striker, not going to lie. He's been coming up with some good goals and frequent goals as well. In general, everyone's just had a really good season. There's nobody really that I'm desperate to get rid of. There'd be a few players that if I had to sell, I would be thinking about possibly selling, but not really. Nah, not really. I would be happy if I went into next season with this same team. Like if we stayed at Hearts, if we did a 3rd season, I would be quite happy to go with this team. However, you don't do that, do you? You know, you always strengthen from a position of strength. So that's not what you should do. You should carry on and keep developing and keep getting new players and all that. And keep, you know, changing things up. So Sutton's going to have another go here. Oh, that was a bit far away actually. It wasn't that close. Causing havoc though is John Sutton.
form. He's
So yeah, there are a few players that you'd be looking at and thinking, maybe we could move them on now before like their contracts expire or they get too old and their value decreases and stuff like that. So, you know, that's things that you could think about, and then obviously you've then got to replace those players. So
Quick ball.
you could freshen up the team a little bit in that sense. Right, Lukaku's been so good. Past couple of games, he's been really good. Templeton. I was thinking about the shot. In the end, I've screwed it up.
Nearly in, very nearly.
Right.
They were breaking away well, but in the end, the defenders snuffed it out.
Oh. Yeah, I went in for the last-ditch tackle, but no. Oh, it's 1-1.
Fantastic try.
Gee whiz, I tell you what, Motherwell this season, all of our games against Motherwell have not been short on goals for both teams. So 1-1. Oh boy.
1-1 the score.
Okay, well, I said it wasn't going to be as entertaining, but it's 1-1. You know, it's not a 0-0 to say the very least. We don't like 0-0s really. Very rarely have we gone into a game and gone, yeah, 0-0's a good result. There have been a couple, but not many.
And they're working well as a unit, maybe getting one or two extra midfield players back to help out as well.
Sutton, Kadri. Oh, you unlucky bastard! But yes, it's followed up by Sutton. That's so unlucky from Kadri. It was such a brilliant shot. But as a good centre-forward would do, follow it up on the rebound with an excellent finish. It's 2 for Sutton in this game now, and that gives us our lead back. This is an entertaining game. Oh, for goodness sake. I've said it sometimes, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be rubbish, and then actually it's turned out to be brilliant. And equally, I've said some stuff about, oh yeah, you know, like I said about Liverpool. Oh yeah, Liverpool will be really aggressive, and we're going to be defending for our lives, and we just didn't until right at the end. It was just, no, it just didn't happen. It's really strange. Sutton on the hat-trick? Nah, he's no good on that left foot, is he? He's better on the right.
Oh, he was almost celebrating the hat-trick.
Should maybe swap Kadri and Sutton around.
He had been in fine form, and I wouldn't rule out
Big
another
header.
chance in him converting it in this
See,
match.
we don't want to go for too many of those. That's a good challenge. McGowan.
Done to keep on his feet and
Whoops.
not just go to ground and hope he might get free kick.
Yeah, good.
And there is a sliding challenge.
Yeah, good from Webster. Okay. Yeah, it threatened to develop into something there, but no, we're okay.
Now it's a throw-in and a chance to keep going forward.
Oh, for goodness sake, no. That's a good save. Get rid. Bloody hell. Is it half-time? Oh, I was going to say, I thought initially he'd be offside, but then I was like, no, he's in his own half. How could he be offside?
Fair reflection, the scoreline on the first half.
They've been the better side. And,
okay, good first half, actually. Very entertaining. Yeah, unfortunately we went behind. No, we got pegged back, but then subsequently went back ahead. So, yeah, hopefully maybe a couple more goals in this half would be good. Yeah, good game, actually. Yeah, in general, Motherwell have given us some good games this season, actually. It was obviously interesting in the first season because they were running away at one point. They were miles ahead. Oh, for God's sake. He's hit it against his own man when he should have probably passed it to the guy who was in space.
Just stopped.
That was a mistake that I would make. Oh my God, speaking of mistakes.
Great play from the attacker. Got away from that defender.
No.
There is some backup for him in this position.
That was not at all what I was after. Who forward? Yeah, good header.
Keep possession against the challenge. McGowan.
Good passing. Yeah, acknowledge that run. Bloody hell, Lukaku just doesn't stop, does he? He's knackered all the time, but he just doesn't stop going up and down that line. Good tackle from Kadri. Lukaku's still forward, of course, so... Yeah, play him in. This could be a good chance here. Yeah, good save from the goalkeeper. Decent effort from Templeton on the turn.
Back in the firing line, and this time back in form.
Well, yeah, I think he'll be hoping that is a signal of better things to come, because previously, he wasn't at it, was he?
Oh, that was a rough tackle. I was really worried I was going to take him out, but no, it's okay. Armenteros did get the ball in the end. Oh, I was really worried. I was like, oh, he's going to take him out and he's going to be screwed. But no, this is the last thing we need. The suspensions and injuries. Let's go down here. Should we put a cross? Oh, I was thinking about a cross, but no, I was then thinking about like going up the headers and stuff. We don't really want to be doing that. Instead, it's going to come to Tawil. Oh.
They can bolster their
He says as he goes in for like a big ass sliding tackle there. Do you see that?
Toft,
Toft, you need to get back here, pal. And that's exactly what he's done. Fantastic defending. Absolutely brilliant defending from him. We probably want to make some substitutions. Yeah, Lukaku is well and truly knackered, so yeah, we need to get Granger on as soon as possible. Let's get Barr on in the defensive midfield role, and also Templeton looks whacked. So let's go with Velotti. Turn around, nice.
Well,
yeah, Lukaku's absolutely knackered. The last thing I want is for him to get hurt. Oh, good chance! Oh, 2 shots in a row, both blocked. Desperate defending from Motherwell there.
Urgent work from him, and he's
they tried the reverse through ball there, but it did not come off. And his ass. Off we go, sonny boy. Not a bad ball. Okay. Mad. We've won the league, we don't care. Lukaku's going to shoot. Oh, we're just in that sort of position, aren't we? Like, oh no, Templeton's hurt. Are you kidding me? Shoot! Oh, Templeton's hurt just as I was about to take him off. I do not need him to be ruled out. I do not need Templeton to be injured. For the love of God. I did say he was getting tired. Right, there's the 3 substitutions. To see what extent, to what extent Templeton's hurt. Didn't see him go down. Too busy concentrating on the mad run with Asp.
Anticipation leading to the
right, Chimachero with the weirdest pass you'll ever see. Right, here's Granger.
Well, the clock's showing 9
Sutton, who's on a hat-trick.
Good ball.
It's a foul, yes. He was pulled back there.
Silly free kick to give away. Expertise at set pieces.
Oh, I was just looking for that top corner.
Very
damn it.
Really could have altered the game.
Looking to smash it past the goalkeeper before he could react.
It is a miss, but he did everything right. It was a good strike on goal.
Unlucky.
The target.
I'm just not very good at free kicks. I was saying before I wasn't very good at corners and I should practice them, but I've got a lot better at corners. So free kicks is obviously the next one. Sutton is on a hat-trick, and I would like him to get the hat-trick, but I should have probably just passed that. Right, Webster is sort of casually coming back here.
They're working hard for a cross here.
Yeah, that'll do.
And here comes the header.
Who actually has a bit of fatigue because he did that big run forward. Goalkeepers don't tend to get a lot of fatigue. That was a brilliant header. Kadri, wasn't it? Yeah, Velotti got the ball away. Excellent stuff. Tawil is whacked. Oh, just don't want players to get hurt.
Goes for goal. Very good piece of blocking.
Okay, that's a good win actually. It was an entertaining first half, not quite so entertaining second half, but John Sutton stepped in and did the job for us, which is fantastic.
At the moment. Absolutely unstoppable. They've won again.
We're on a heck of a run here actually, aren't we? We're winning a good number of games. In fact, the only one we've recently lost was against Liverpool. By which point we're already 5-1 up anyway by the time they'd scored twice.
Ready and waiting for you now, the classified results from elsewhere.
Thanks, Martin and Alan. The Clydesdale Bank Premier League.
Player contracts expiring, Ridges, yep. Okay, so nothing on Templeton. So it must have been that he got hurt, but it wasn't too bad. And because we took him off immediately, he didn't aggravate it. So that's great. That's absolutely brilliant. That's exactly what we want. He's okay.
So what do those results
cool.
mean to the league?
The gap is still 8 points, by the way, with Celtic here. Be fitting, wouldn't it, that this last game ends in a draw?
In second,
it really would.
With 70 points. In third,
if this last game ends in a draw, then it would be fitting, because it's just been 8 points for so long now.
52 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Inverness.
Monthly scouting update. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? This is the Finnish scouting, of course. That one's probably a no.
Premier League. The league leaders, Heart of Midlothian,
maybe
second placed Celtic.
That's a no. Okay, we'll scout to Cali Carloflon, or whatever his name is, a little bit more, but otherwise, we'll just keep on going there. Okay, right, so, that could decide which of these fierce rivals ends up taking the league title. One of us is 8 points clear. Yeah, that's a stupid report. Okay, so in the next episode, we will play our final league game of the season, and then we look forward to 2 cup finals. So we literally have 3 games left. So, that's it for now. Cheers for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe to follow the remainder of the series, and join me next time for the, the last game of the league, and then the last few games of the season here with Hearts in FIFA 13 Career Mode. See you later.